I'm not sure, but I think that might be worth get a chromatic for that, I think. Yeah, because I have had, don't forget, there are regularly problems with the, well, I shouldn't say regularly, but my personal experience is regularly. Problems with the ingest servers on Twitch. You know, I've had nights where streaming is just, can't do it. Just, it's not going to happen. You know, I don't like my stream to be sort of lagging in any way, shape or form. Otherwise, you know, it puts, if I think there's a problem with a stream, I don't enjoy my gaming. Which is a bit of a bizarre way to look at it, but it does. And that's the fact of the matter. But yeah, I've had evenings where for no apparent reason, you know, I'm getting dropped frames left, right and centre, you know, and yet the same game on the previous night, everything was fine. And it just comes down to those ingest servers and that current connection you've got. And what you'll find is Twitch support tend not to be very reactive in terms of notifying us that there's been a problem. I mean, Twitch themselves, I think, have, you know, they've confessed that they've kind of outgrown themselves in such a short space of time that they just haven't been able to keep up. And of course, you know, liaising with your player base, as much as they'd love to be able to do it, it's just really difficult for them. You know, they are really still quite a small, and they've only just recently actually got sort of like official premises, haven't they, and what have you.
You getting there?
If you didn't drop frames on your first week, mate, and it's the same game at the same settings, then have you tried a different ingest server? I mean, what ingest server are you actually using? Oh, sorry, I'll get rid of that lot there. 25 strength, 25 armour, not anything amazing, is it? Oh, I'm going to have to do the dreaded clean out of the stash at some point, aren't I? I like my inventory management. Look at that. It annoys me how they don't stack. It really does. It's going to take me days to go through this lot. Got quite a few chromatics now, which is nice. Okay. You don't know what an ingest server is? Oh dear, dude. You basically choose it, mate. You select it. What are you using? Are you using OBS? You want to check which ingest server you're using, man. That could be a problem. You could be streaming across the Atlantic, mate. Which actually, believe it or not, is sometimes not a bad thing. Because what you want to worry about the latency that you've got in that connection to the ingest server, but the most important thing with Twitch I find is the jitter on that particular connection. Because I mean, I can have sort of like a reasonably bad latency to, you know, to say the German ingest server, but my jitter can be like so low that I have no problems at all. If you're using OBS, you actually select it. It's one of the first things you select in your settings, mate. There's like a little drop down bar. You can choose which one you want to use. I've actually got a little program I can send you, mate, that basically analyses all the ingest servers for Twitch. It basically pings out to all the servers, and you can have a look at what's going on. It's been invaluable to me because obviously, say for example, like I said, one night everything's going a little bit, shall we say, Pete Tong, and I don't know why. I just run that, and 9 times out of 10 if not 10 times out of 10, to be honest. It's because that ingest server is just having a bit of an issue. What you tend to find is there tends to be a bit of a knock-on effect. You know, if there's a problem somewhere, then everybody else switches ingest server, and then that gets overloaded, and you know, you kind of end up with this kind of cyclic issue. One of the weird things is that Twitch decided to do this kind of automated ingest server switching. So before, we used to have 2 servers in the UK. We used to have the primary and secondary servers, but now we only have the London server, as they call it, which is the primary server. I'm sure both were in London anyway, but what it does is it'll automatically switch you between one or the other rather than you being able to select it. You're using the US East Miami and Florida. yeah, you might want to change that, dude. Because that will explain why the first week, you know, you didn't have any issues. The second week, you might have done. It's just, like I said, you know, you sometimes you have to play about with those. Find the ingest server that's, you know, the most stable for you. But don't ever think it's going to remain that way. That's the mistake I made. You know, I'm one of these people that sort of struggles to understand why something works fine one day and not the other, and it niggles me when I have to change things to sort of counter that. But Twitch ingest servers is definitely one of those things, you know, one week you can use the German server, next week you might want to use London, week after that you might want to use Amsterdam. Yeah, it's just something that you have to put up with, I think. It's just the nature of the beast with streaming technology and the inherent problems with that amount of data. And of course, obviously with PS4 going online across Europe on Friday, oh my god, the amount of traffic that is going to be smacking through those servers is just astronomical. Friday could be a tricky day to stream.
My monitor's gone.
Sorry chaps, I was just having a natter with a girlfriend. No, it's not out here yet, goofball. It doesn't come out until Friday, mate. It was North American release 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? And then it's South America, Europe, rest of the world basically, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But yeah, I am getting one. I was saying to COD earlier though, a bit of a problem, mate. I've pre-ordered mine through an online retailer, which I don't normally do for hardware. I did for the Wii U, which was a waste of time anyway. I've only ever played one game on it. But I got such a good deal because I'm kind of like a long-term customer of a place called Shop 2 and got all sorts of points and bonuses. So I got like a really good deal. But I was just reading on a couple of forums, a lot of people have got dispatch notifications for their PS4s. I haven't. So I sent a customer support ticket through to them earlier this morning, and they haven't responded to that either. So I'm starting to feel that I may be one of the unfortunate buggers who has slipped through the net. Of course, they've quite happily taken my £400 odd out of my bank, so you know they have taken the moolah. I'd like to think that meant they'd got it, but there's so many shortages. I mean, the PS4 is just like sold out so quick here in the UK, and every now and again they'd get an additional promise of a delivery and pre-orders would go back up and they'd just all be gone like within, you know, minutes. You're right, COD, welcome back, dude. Yeah, what have you got on it then, Goofball? What games? Oh shit, that's not looking too... Oh crap, almighty. That's weird. Molten Shell did not want to go up there. Oh, you've not got one. Oh, right. Got. What did you play on it, mate? I am looking forward to it, I must admit. Not as much as I should be, I'll be honest. I think, having played the PC over the last sort of 18 months, having got back into my PC gaming, has really taken the shine out of console gaming, you know. The people that have been used to this like sub 720p, sub 30 frames per second on the old PS3 and Xbox 360, I should imagine these new consoles are going to become like, you know, an absolutely incredible upgrade to their gaming experience. But you know, I'm kind of used to a minimum 1080p 60 frames per second there, so it's nothing overly special. But having said that, I'm sure there's going to be some cracking games come out. Sony's got some good first party studios, haven't they? Be interested to see what else Guerrilla Games can do, because obviously, although Killzone is a must-have purchase for me being a Killzone fan, I can't see it being the you know, it's not a system seller, is it? From what I've heard. But Infamous Second Son, I really like the look of that. You play Call of Duty Ghosts and this game called Knack. Oh, Knack, yeah. No, I won't be getting that, dude. Not unless it. I should imagine Knack will be one of the free games on PlayStation Plus very, very quickly. Even the, I can't remember, was it Cerny, the actual hardware developer himself, actually said that Knack was one of the, you know, basically Sony considered it a secondary game, something else you would pick up, you know, in addition to your primary game that you got on release day. So I mean, even they kind of admitted that it's, you know, it's not big on their list of new IPs or anything. I watched the Giant Bomb quick look of Knack, and I have to say I was actually quite pleasantly surprised that it didn't look that easy. You know, I kind of assumed it was one of these games that you could kind of play blindfolded with like one finger, but old Jeff was dying regularly on it, and the waypoint system was not exactly kind, shall we say. I made the assumption that it was just, you know, like a sort of 6-year-old's game, but it's not at all, is it? Like I said, I'm not going to be buying it. I'm just picking up Killzone at the minute. I'm not even going to bother with Battlefield, I don't think. Although the temptation is strong to pick that up. Yeah, take care. See you later, goofball.
I tell you to come to San and
pious.
heal you up. Put the stray puppy down, boys.
You know what I really want to do here, don't you? I think I've got a fire potion, not a... Where's me lightning? That's the one I want. Oh, don't go through the portal, dude. Terrible.
My mana's gone.
Oh, God. Not sure whether to beat her with Glacial Hammer or Infernal Blade, to be honest.
Enough of this!
Could have had it then. Well, I've gone up half a level. That's not too bad, is it? It's a damn sight better than I was doing in the later levels of Act 3.